when Anthony Joshua do so. You leave like nothing go do you. Oh go! Oh yeah, I'm not going on.
Anthony Joshua has reportedly been involved in a serious road traffic accident in Nigeria. This is a developing situation and must be handled with extreme care. Early reports from Osun State claim that two vehicles collided on an expressway, and it is being reported that two individuals tragically lost their lives at the scene.
The incident involves the SUV that Anthony A.J. Joshua was in colliding with a stationary truck. Now, Anthony Joshua was positioned behind the driver as a passenger, and there was a passenger in the front seat on the passenger side and behind that passenger. Both of those passengers passed away. So if you can see from the footage, and hopefully the footage isn't too much for you guys, you can see that Anthony A.J. Joshua is dazed, very confused here. But that side of the SUV is severely damaged.
Anthony Joshua was reportedly traveling in one of the vehicles and sustained injuries. At this time, there is no confirmation that his injuries are life-threatening. What has made the situation even more serious is the growing claim that the two individuals who passed away were part of Joshua's British entourage. If this is confirmed, it adds a much deeper emotional weight to the incident. Joshua is known for keeping a very small, trusted circle, people he considers family. Losing anyone that close would be devastating for anyone, regardless of fame or strength.
Joshua was in a Lexus SUV with 3 other passengers, and he was involved in an accident in which that Lexus collided with a truck that was stationary at the time. And there are videos online of a shaken of the car. So local police have confirmed that Joshua has suffered minor injuries.
Importantly, the exact circumstances surrounding the crash remain unclear. There has been no official confirmation from Matrim, Joshua's management, or local authorities. Until verified details are released, this remains an unfolding situation, and speculation should be avoided. Thoughts remain with the families affected as the boxing world waits for confirmed updates.
Expressway, this is a popular route for many people coming out of the Nigerian commercial capital. And 2 foreigners were killed in this road crash, according to Nigerian authorities. They were allegedly speeding and overtaking dangerously when this happened. Video shared widely on social media shows Anthony Joshua being pulled out of the back of this SUV. He's in pain, and there's people gathered around the scene. He was taken into another car, and he's now receiving treatment, said to be responding well to treatment at hospital. The identities of the 2 people who were killed in this has not been made public yet, but Anthony Joshua has previously said in social media posts that his granddad lives in Ibadan, so that is this drive that he's probably making to this location when this happened. We've also seen video of the crash scene posted by the Nigeria Public Safety Agency showing this stationary truck that they're believed to have crashed into, that, again, the agency says that was well parked on the side of the road. A lot of questions still. We haven't seen any statement yet from Anthony Joshua, from his management yet. People just following, happy that he's doing well, but wondering about the identities of those who were killed and what could have been the cause of this accident, Wolf.
Amid the noise, shock, and speculation, Jake Paul's response struck the right tone. Jake said, "Life is much more important than boxing. I am praying for the lost lives, AJ, and everyone impacted by today's unfortunate accident. In moments like this, the sport fades completely into the background. Rivalries, fights, and online drama do not matter when real lives are involved."
And the hype, live your life while you're here, because you never know what's gonna around. You've got heart attacks, disease, wars. Life can just hit you like that. So try and enjoy every day. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't get too caught up in the bullshit.
The British boxing star Anthony Joshua has been hurt in a car crash in Nigeria.
I hope you're all well, whatever you're doing. Just a quick message. Tomorrow at 5:30 p.m, I'm going to be in Battersea at the new Under Armour store. I hope you get this message in time, because for those that turn up, we've got some big...
Hearing Jake place human life above boxing is exactly how this should be handled. No win, loss, or payday comes close to the weight of real loss. When you consider Anthony Joshua, a man known for discipline and a tight inner circle, you can only imagine how heavy this moment must be for him. This is not about titles, records, or future fights.
Honestly, how things can change, huh? It is very similar. Obviously, in terms of the crash, it's very different. I mean, it's an accident. They're reporting that, you know, it was an accident. With Spence, it was only about a week or so after he unified with Sean Porter. And this happens only a week or so after AJ has that comeback fight against Jake Paul. We're going to have to wait a while before we know the severity of the injuries. As they're saying in the article, it's minor, but to what end, you know, to what extreme? Is it minor in a sense of, you know, in the nature of the crash? You know, what he's suffered is not that bad, but in the grand scheme of things, you know, it could be. Yeah. And all I can say at this time is the two gentlemen who have tragically passed, again, condolences go out to their family, friends, loved ones. I mean, I just can't really envision what the family must be going through right now. It's terrible. As for AJ, I hope he's okay, both physically and mentally, although I'd say it's unlikely at this present time anyway. But definitely, for sure, thoughts go out to everyone involved. Reading that, you're just thinking, wow, you know, it's crazy when you think about it like that. You know, you go on a vacation to Nigeria or anywhere in the world for that matter, and things 1 minute are this, and then the next minute it's changed.
And pain that does not care who you are or what you have achieved. Jake's words reminded everyone that before fighters and fans, they are human beings first. There was also a video circulating shortly before the incident, which in hindsight makes everything feel even more sobering. Seeing moments from just before tragedy adds a level of reality that words cannot fully capture. It reminds us how quickly normal life can change, and why this situation should be viewed through a human lens rather than a sporting one. For Anthony Joshua, this is not just a headline or a talking point. It is something that can stay with a person long after the news cycle moves on. Accidents like this do not end when statements are released. They live on in quiet moments, unanswered questions.
That I don't cover what happens outside of the ring, but when it's a tragedy like this, I do. When it came to Errol the True Spence and his car crash and his accident, I covered that as well. But Anthony Joshua is fine. I'm sure if there was someone in the stationary truck. I'm not sure about that, so I'm not going to report on that. But the truck was stationary, and Anthony Joshua's SUV. You guys, any updates on this as they...
But none of that removes the human impact at the center of this story. Boxing is built on toughness and resilience. But even the strongest figures need space to process shock and grief. Right now, the most important thing is allowing that space without speculation or pressure. Some moments are bigger than narratives, bigger than analysis, and bigger than the sport itself. And this is one of them. Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.